So you want to be a data scientist, right? It's a great field. But let's cut to the chase and answer the one question that's probably on your mind. How long does it actually take to make it happen? We're going to forget the hype and break down the real timeline right now.
I'm sure you've seen it everywhere. These promises, right? Become a data scientist in just 3 months. The idea that you can totally transform your career in a single season is, it's super appealing. But is it for real?
And yeah, this is exactly where that whole idea comes from. The internet is just packed with courses and online gurus who promise to get you this amazing, high-paying job in record time. They're selling a dream of a complete career change in, the time it takes for summer to turn into fall?
But let's be real for a second. If you're starting from absolute scratch, a 3-month timeline, it's just not going to happen. The reality, like it usually is, takes a little more patience and, a lot more work.
So, what is the real number? Well, for the average person, starting from zero, a realistic timeline to be truly market-ready is about 10 months. Yep, 10 months of focused, dedicated study, not 3. And now let's dig into why that is.
Now that 10-month figure, it's not some hard and fast rule. It's more of an average. Your own personal timeline is going to speed up or slow down based on 3 really important factors. You can think of it as your own personal learning clock. Okay, so your personal journey really comes down to these 3 things. First, your background. Look, if you have a STEM degree in something like engineering or computer science, you've definitely got a head start. But if not, don't sweat it. You just have to build that foundation. Second, and this is a big one, is dedication. Consistency is everything. 2 hours a day is kind of the sweet spot. And finally, organization. A smart, structured plan is absolutely crucial, otherwise you're just going to waste so much time on the wrong stuff.
Which, brings us to the next obvious question. If a plan is that important, what does a good one even look like?
It looks like this, a 10-month action plan broken down into 3 clear phases. This isn't just about what to learn. It's a complete blueprint designed to take you from square one all the way to landing your first job offer.
So here's how the whole journey maps out. The first 10 months are all about learning. You're going to spend 6 months in phase 1 just building up your technical skills. Then you'll spend the next 4 months in phase 2, creating a killer project portfolio. And only after that 10-month grind is over does phase 3 begin, a 90-day sprint to actually land your first job.
All right, let's dive into the most critical part of this entire plan. Phase 1, building that solid foundation.
During these 6 months, you're going to focus on getting your technical toolkit ready. That means mastering Python for data analysis. We're talking pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib. You'll learn SQL, because honestly, it's the language of data. You'll get a real handle on core statistics and machine learning concepts. And you'll also get familiar with a BI tool like Tableau to make your findings look great. But here's the most important part. This isn't about reading textbooks. It's about learning by doing, getting your hands dirty with practical projects.
Okay, so once you've built up that technical base, it's time to prove you actually know how to use it. Welcome to phase 2, building the portfolio that's going to get you hired.
Over these 4 months, the goal is to create 3 to 4 really high-quality projects from start to finish. These can't just be little classroom exercises. They need to solve realistic business problems. You'll want to document everything carefully and show off your work on GitHub. But here's the pro tip, don't just show the code. Create a blog post or even a short presentation for each project that explains how you thought about it, what you did, and what you found. You're showing you're a problem solver, not just a coder.
So, what kind of projects should you build? Well, think in terms of business value. A classification project could predict if a customer is about to churn. A regression project could forecast sales for a retail store. And a clustering project could group customers into different segments for better marketing. These are the types of projects that make hiring managers sit up and really pay attention.
All right, you've put in the 10 months of hard work. Your skills are sharp, your portfolio is polished and looking good. Now it's time for the final push. Phase 3, the job hunt. We budget about 90 days for this phase because, honestly, that's the average time it takes to go from sending out that very first application to signing an actual job offer. This isn't a passive phase at all. It's an active process of constantly refining your resume, optimizing your LinkedIn profile so recruiters find you, and practicing like crazy for both the technical and the HR interviews.
So, we've laid out the timeline, the different factors, and the whole 3-phase plan. But if there's one single thing I want you to take away from all of this, it's this: the real secret to success in this journey.
So what does that total journey look like? Well, it's about 10 months of dedicated learning, plus another 2 to 3 months for the job search itself.
That 10 to 12-month figure isn't just a number. It's a testament to the sustained effort that it really takes to make this kind of career change happen.
And here it is. This is the most crucial point. It doesn't really matter if you didn't study statistics in college or if your background is in a totally different field. Consistent, focused effort is just so much more powerful than any specific degree. Your dedication is your ultimate advantage.
And please, remember this, you don't need to be an expert in everything to get your first job. The whole goal of this 10-month plan is to build a minimum viable base of skills, just enough to get into the market and start providing value. The learning never, ever stops. It's a continuous part of being a great data scientist.
So there you have it, the myth, the reality, and the step-by-step blueprint to make it all happen. The path is clear. The only question left is, what's your first step?